So you can see what they're using. That's quite important. So it looks like they're Ionia, sort of like ninjas. You have 20 life, or health, I suppose. And the cards cost like these mana crystal things here, which go up and down depending on the turns. A bit like Hearthstone, right? So looking at this hand, I have quite low creatures here, 3s and 1s. And I have a 2 spell, which is fast. So if I look at it, it says fast can be played whenever you may act. Happens after your opponent has a chance to react. So I can kind of like use it in response and then just hit them all. Yeah? So that can be good, like if they've got like a big board, I can like hit them, weaken them, take them out. So you got like the attack and the health, the name of the card, which region they're from, sort of like their type, and then like their like abilities or keywords. I guess they're keywords. Traits. Yeah? So overwhelm here. If you want to know what it is, you hover over it and it tells you. So it's excess damage gets damage to them, to their health bar. So if you're 4 attack and they have 2 defense, health, whatever. Is it called health? Yeah, it's called health. It will do the excess to the damage of the Nexus. So this can like pierce through. Another way of looking at it is like piercing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or trample in Magic. It pierces through them. So this is quite an aggressive card. So it's like, do I want this aggressive card? It comes out turn 3, 4, 5, something like that. Do I need it? This is what you need to be thinking with the mulligan. So this one is quite a cheap, easy one to get out. I could get that out turn 1, turn 2 easily. And when I attack with anything, it will do 1 damage. She'll throw a bomb or something at the enemy Nexus. If she's alive. This one, he's just aggressive. He's a strong, kind of bulky guy. Comes out. He's a bit like a Yeti, for example, in Hearthstone. That's a good example of a comparison. He's sort of like strong, comes out, but he can't block. This one can't block. He's aggressive, he hits hard, but he can't block anything. So, what would I get rid of? Now, just from my experience, I find that this card's not very good. At least not in this deck. It might be good in like a bit more of a mini small creatures aggro type build, but I feel like in this one it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really do much. So I'm actually going to get rid of this, even though it's my turn 1 sort of creature. I don't really want that, but I'm going to keep the rest because these are quite aggressive. I know he's playing Ionia, so I might try and go aggressive. Right. So we swapped into this. Now I'm probably overreading these cards, but this card's quite useful. So Plunder, it tells you what it does. So a card activates its Plunder ability when played if you damage the enemy Nexus this round. So if you've hit them during the round at all, and then play this, it gets this ability. So it gets a buff of 1 power and 1 health. And Grant is like a permanent buff. It's not a temporary. So he'll just become a free, right? If he's played to activate the plunder cost, if there's already been damage. So I could play him now, which I think most people, knowing it's their 1 cost card, would probably play it. So, and because I'm trying to be aggressive, I probably want to get the damage in quick. So, and I am on the attacking. If you see here, it says your attack token is illuminated. You can initiate an attack. So I can attack with him right now. If I play it, he'll go there, and I can tap the Nexus.
Like
this.
Let's get to it.
And then you have to commit it. Yeah? Now we also drew this. I'm surprised they didn't play anything. Well, they have played something. Okay. It just took a bit longer than I thought. So this is strike, reduce the cost of the most expensive unit in hand. So they're trying to like mana cheat. They're trying to speed up and rush into a card that they want to get out now. So this one says support. So you go, okay, so what's support? Attacking with a support unit will buff the unit to its right. Quick attack. And quick attack means it attacks before they block. So they don't do the damage at the same time as you. You do the damage first, and then if it destroys them, they don't do any damage to you. So. Right. So I'm going to actually play this.
The world awaits! Forward!
Okay. I don't really want to lose my creatures because I want to aggressively attack them next turn. Is a way to look at it. So I think I'm just going to let this happen. It's only 2 damage. Now, I think he reduces the cost. If I attack him, does it still affect? Get this effect when a unit attempts to deal damage using its power. Yeah. So I think it will still get the effect, right? I think it does. If I destroy it, I think it still gets the effect. So I'm just going to let it do it.
Other reinforcements!
Okay. Right, so we've got these guys now, which is worth remembering that they're quite strong. So if we need something big or we want to attack them and do lots of damage, this is a good option, right? Now this we can use to interact on their turn when they're attacking us. That could be a good plan. This is our champion, one of our champions. And if you want to know more about it, you can like do this and like look at the spells and the level 2. So they got this level up mechanic here. Yeah? So if they're low health, he gets buffed basically into this. He levels up into this. Which looks amazing. I mean, the art in this game is so cool. I think it's so cool. Right. So, he's good to try and save up for. Now this is another spell. So this one's a burst one. So it can be played whenever you may act. It happens instantly and allows you to continue to play other cards. So it's almost like you don't play it. It's almost like it didn't exist. It's like it's so fast. So fast you just keep spamming out more cards. It doesn't sort of let them have a go and then you have a go. Sort of like you get an extra play. Whereas fast was it happens after your opponent has a chance to react. So they get a chance to still do something in response. So I think I'm going to play the ballista here.
Intruder! Get him! They're here! Sound the alarm!
Where there is life, there is hope.
So they're playing lots of stuff now because the AI is quite quick. It just does it. So anybody looking at that now be like, I'm sorry, what just happened? They played 2 cards, something happened, it did this weird green effect. You know, you don't know really. You have to like look at it. So if you read it, it says in the round end, you create in hand a random spell from your regions. So it's going to create a random Ionia spell into their hand. And of course, she's a champion, so enlightened when you have 10 mana. So when you hit the 10 mana, you get enlightened and you level up. Then you become this, which creates more random spells, copies it, and so on. She also played this, which when you summon Gant all allies in hands, so she buffed everything in her hand as well. It's kind of insane actually. And these are quite strong attack wise. Health wise they're kind of weak. So I could do Make It Rain here, that is an option. I think I'm going to Make It Rain just to sort of show it off. Yeah, so one got destroyed, this one got hit, and that got hit. And this guy's just come out of nowhere. They just played a 1-cost horror which has quick attack. So do I want to do this? This is quite an aggressive card. You can use it, like I say, burst it. And the mana, I'm pretty sure, carries over here, so I don't think I need to, really. Does it tell you that? Yeah, up to 3 unspent mana is banked at the end of the round for playing spells. So I think this will end the round and it will go into there. I don't think I need to play it now. Yeah, so I banked it here. Okay. If anybody's got any questions, by the way, it's a good time to ask. So, I think now the play is 5 mana. We play big guy.
These woods protect their own.
Okay. So it's just like a barrier booster to boost her attack. Okay. I think that's kind of what this does, like these spells. Yeah, Karma. Not entirely sure why she's getting random spells, but yeah. This is probably a good time to Brothers Bond, because it's permanent buff as well. And this guy's aggressive, this guy's aggressive, this guy's just back up. This gives them overwhelm, so I could pierce through them. So this guy could pierce through, for example. That could be quite a strong move there. I think this is definitely attacking.
Sword!
I think they have to attack with everything. Like, it tells you how much damage. If they don't block it, they're dead. So now it's like, well, could I pierce through them a bit more? Or buff them up a bit more? And is it worth it? I think I'm going to Brothers Bond here. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
My life for these lands.
Ooh, okay. So if we hit them with the Make It Rain, it might destroy this, right? And this is being recalled. I think I'm going to do it, just see what happens. Wow, okay, interesting. So we can probably play Darius next turn, right?
Ionia speaks through me.
Yeah, Because they're so weak now, he's going to get this big buff.
For Noxus! I have my orders.
The body must
Ooh,
thrive
healing,
for the mind
okay.
to be free.
Interesting, they play healing. They might have got that randomly from the iron, a potion or whatever. Let's see. He's got overwhelm already, so this doesn't really help much. It just gives him 3 more attack, but overwhelm, so what's that, 13 into 3, 10. I mean, it might win me the game. When allies attack, do 1 damage to all battling enemies and enemy nexus. And Pirouette is a slow spell. So you have to do this like on your turn. Sort of like, it's like one of the first things you have to do is slow. It's slower. Outside of combat, you do it before you attack so that you can actually play it. If you try and play it when they're attacking it, it won't do anything. But it does stun, so they can't block for the rest of the round. So that in theory could let me do the 10 damage. So I think I'm going to go Misfortune.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
And then Pirouette. And then attack. Attack.
By force of will.
Oh, he stunned me. Okay.
Love ya. Help day.
Interesting. Do you see what I mean about like how you can sort of change the game?
The space between
like
worlds.
mid-combat. Right. Deal 4 to the enemy nexus, create a Darius. Yeah. Okay. A drawing. I don't think I want to do this. I'll probably bank these spell.
Hit him where it hurts. It must be done.
So is it worth blocking it? It's only 3 damage. You'll lose the barrier anyway, right? I don't think you need to. And this should carry over. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we'll play the ballista. You don't really need the overwhelm, but the extra damage might win you the game. I'm pretty sure you can do it when you are in like combat phase, right? I don't think it really matters anyway, but I'm gonna just see.
There is no dispute.
Yeah, so I could do now. So what's he doing? He's stunning here. So what's this? 4, 5. So that's 8 into. No, 7 into 5. That's 2. This guy's getting stunned. Is it worth doing it to kill this? I think it probably is.
Strike level. As it had to be. Who's ready to wreck it?
think we attack with everything at this point.
Aim.
But this guy's got overwhelm anyway.
Will rise.
So unless he like stuns me again, I'm pretty sure we've won. But...
I see you there.
yeah. Okay, so that's the winning animation.
We have done well. Noxus is proud.
And these are like your quests. So you can see here, I did 1, progressed 5, got 8 tokens on the battle pass here, which just gives you these things, you know. And I get boosted XP for the region because it's like low level. So this is the XP going into the region and going into the vault. This is like my level up points, I guess, for the champions that are in the deck. I can see what they were using. It's quite clever how you can do that. Can't properly like look at it, I don't think, but it's Jen and Karma. You know, you can see 4 champions, two of each. They're just playing 2s of everything. And this is like their cosmetics, the logo, the name. Yeah, so there you go. That's the gist. As an example, that's just one of the decks. You see, it's quite aggressive. Tries to overwhelm and pierce through them, or hit them with like cannonballs and buff them a bit as well. Bit of buffing, mostly in the attack stat. Quick attacks, a little bit of a swarm here. This one gets brash. What's brash do? Can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more health. That's quite useful, I guess. There's a lot of plundering as well. Plunder's all in there. There's quite a few spells that you can use to try and win with. We didn't get this guy, but this guy gives you coins. Coins give you like mana, a bit like in Hearthstone. And obviously Farron's in this deck. I don't know if that's maybe where I got it from. I'm not sure. But this guy's good because he gives you those decimates, which gives you the damage to the Nexus, which was quite useful. I kind of wanted the game there. And you get this guy as well, which looks amazing. It is so cool. So I think, just because this is episode 1, and it's a bit slow, I'm going to claim this here that I unlocked. Show you what's in it. So I got a relic item. So when I'm stunned, stun the strongest enemy. So it's quite useful to get that for free. But I think I'm going to leave it there for the first episode, because this is going to be like a little bit of a series where I sort of just play it. So these are the daily quests that you got just for playing. And it gives you like different rewards for each thing. So if you try and work your way through them, you know, and try and do all the rewards. Some of them are time gated because they're like events. They're like newer or whatever. I think I'm going to leave it there for episode 1 because it was one match, I won it, it was simple, it was a good way to teach people the game. I've explained most of this here and it's very self-explanatory. I didn't go into Play for Champions yet, that's probably what I might do the next time. Or I'll do another AI and show off some more decks and so on. But yeah, thank you for watching, I'm going to leave this one now.